Hey, I'm Bill Rice, and I help founders and startups build go-to-market strategies so you can focus on building exceptional products and services. I'll handle the demand generation for you. And today, we want to talk about, very simply, startup marketing strategy, the very basics of what we want to do. And today, I've got 4 different tips for you on how to get that startup marketing going for your business. Number 1, we're going to start with the who. I'll talk about marketing strategies a little bit later in this video. Hopefully stick around for that, but it's so important to actually know who you want to talk to and who you are potentially positioning your product and services for. A lot of us start with those products and services. That's just the nature of startups. We're thinking about that. We're solving problems and that sort of thing. And that is the genesis of our business. But very quickly, you want to start to dig into who are the people that are in the best spot that need that product and service that you build. So the next step is really to think deeply about who these people are, how to capture their attention, their interests, what they want, their needs and aspirations. I think this is really subtle but important. Think about the emotional part of what people are challenging or challenged with or trying to accomplish in their role in their company. So often it is a personal aspiration that they're going after. And so looking good in front of their boss or bringing some results or just making their life easier in what they're doing inside of that big company can be really important to positioning your product and services to be something that's very interesting to that who once you define it. Boil these down into problems and solutions. My favorite way to do this. Think about use cases, think about scenarios. Again, think about problems and solutions, and then the emotional side of putting those into place and what do the person that you're selling to, what do they get out of it? Number 2, we want to start then creating content. We know who it is. Hopefully we've got a really clear personal avatar in front of us. Somebody that we're actually going to mention, we're going to actually say their name, use their role, talk about their scenarios, talk about their problems, talk about their anxieties as they fulfill their role on a daily basis. And we're going to build a library of these use cases. We're going to tackle all of those problems and solutions from all kinds of different angles, all kinds of different scenarios, all kinds of different industries potentially. And then ultimately we want to take all of those use cases and we want to link them to emotions, right? Needs and aspirations, and make it very clear to them, hey, if you do this, not only will it solve your problem, but it's going to make you feel a lot better. It's going to make you look a lot better in what you're trying to accomplish within that organization. Number 3, we want to publish prolifically, right? So all of these use cases, everything that we're thinking about, we want to create all kinds of rabbit trails and rabbit holes that these folks can go down. So what I'm talking about there is they're going to see a piece of content. Maybe they'll read an article, maybe they'll see one of your videos. Make sure that in that description or in that article, you're going ahead and linking them off to other related content. So pretty soon they're actually binging on you and your expertise, and that's going to build all kinds of credibility because frequency inherently creates trust and credibility with you. And so they're going to start to think about you as the person who solves this particular type of problem or this particular thing that they're anxious about or they're trying to accomplish within their job, their career. You're going to be the person that they identify with the solution to that. Hey, if you're enjoying this and you want more lead generation tactics from me, I would encourage you to like and subscribe to this channel. We, on at least a weekly basis, sometimes a lot more frequent than that, we're publishing very specific lead generation strategy to build demand for your products and services. Number 4 and last, we want to drive them to a consistent call to action. Sometimes we try to get clever with this and we send them all kinds of different places or we say all kinds of different things in videos and articles. But I think it's very important to use the same predictable call to action over and over again, because just like our content where we try to constrain ourselves, by using a very specific call to action, it will start to resonate. It'll have the effect of building enough impressions that they actually know where to get in contact with you and where to go next in order to engage with you. So that can be sending them to an email list. I encourage this to be the first thing because a lot of times we don't have our product or service ready to go to market. So let's just go ahead and grab their email address and just tell them, hey, if you're liking this, you're getting some value from this, and you're learning from me, join up to my email list and you'll be the first to know when I publish new content. And that can be your first value proposition. It's also a great way to really start to understand that potential customer base and have all kinds of things at your fingertips where you can survey them, you can get them on calls and talk to them about the things that you're building and maybe even show them some early versions of that. People love that. Those early adopters love that loyalty and they'll be their first buyers. Product landing pages. Once you do have anything that's minimum viable, start to get a landing page so you can very consistently send them to one place to get that product. And there's no question how to get that product or service from you. And again, it can only be one landing page. You don't have to get super fancy here. One place, one CTA over and over again. And like I said, keep it narrow, concentrate your efforts, send everybody to one place. Speaking of one place, if you want to focus on building your product and leave the demand generation to us, to me, I'd love for you to visit me at billricestrategy.com.